Hello everybody, Sil here, playing Silstrisha Van Grave, or the Mortician. We are going to our mission computer. Your workstation and mission computer, the blue screen, the cool blue tones of the workstation's main monitor fill the screen. A blinking message in the upper right corner notifies that you have 6 on-raid messages. Let's check those. You have 6 on-raid messages. Welcome to the place. Welcome to the place. On behalf of your friends at the Chamber of Commerce and Swiftwood's Mahjong Parlor, I welcome you to the community. I've already lined up 3 jobs for you. The details of each are contained in some separate something messages on my computer. Serial killer. I've got a problem. You're going to help me solve it. I do a lot of business with the Wampoans. If you're not familiar with the term, I'll forgive you your own etc. After all, there are a tribe of techno fetishists and dackers who've taken up residence in the garden area near Hong Kong. A lot of Noem passes through their pacing little fingers, and I make a lot of money brokering deals between them and smugglers. I've hit a snag. The elders, the council of leaders, are being eliminated by a serial killer. Take the run. Good, I'll tell the elders you're coming. They don't like outsiders. They might shoot you if I don't let them know they're arriving. Alright, let's go. I think this is the one I was thinking of. Actually, that gives us the potential for a new party member. I wanted to go to the waterfront, thank you. There it is. Boop. Alright, we're back. We're gonna go on a run. I still haven't been able to find the left earpiece for my headset, so it's like actually crushing my ear to play. And it really sucks. In addition to your team, your fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries in the area. These runners appear below your core team on the member selection screen and hired on a mission-to-mission basis. Both your team members and the available mercenaries will periodically gain access to new abilities and equipment. Oh, so we have access to some new people. Well, that's cool. We're gonna take Isabel, and we're gonna take Duncan, but I think we're gonna give Gambit a break. Oh, the other guys cost money, right? Huh. We got a musician, mage, drone rigger. A coyote shotgun, eh? Or a coyote shaman. This guy's got a lot of equipment. I think we'll just stick with the main cast for this one. For now. We'll see how it goes. I'm definitely not going to take just the main cast with me all the time, for sure, though. Wampoa Garden, a carnival of chrome and neon, rife with every manner of technology and artifice one can imagine. The entire area has the feel of a night market, save that chips are sold in lieu of steamed buns, and vendors hawk the latest drones rather than folk art. Something stalks these streets, hiding just out of sight. It stalks the Wampoan elders, the leaders of the band of tech-savvy squatters that have claimed this neighborhood as their own. The streets smell of ozone and fear, and those Wampoans you pass in the MTR station have a haunted, furtive look in their eye. While the killer has struck only at the elders so far, it may only be a matter of time before the ordinary residents are menaced as well. Yeah, we don't have any like spare equipment, so this is pretty easy to get through. Game has auto saved. Cobra. The streets are slick with rain glittering under the neon glow of the myriad signs and holographic displays. The sky reflects the same glow, painting the white apartment blocks the sick orange of sodium streetlights. The smell of grilling meat mingles with other rare scents, ozone, something oil. Despite the hour, there are plenty of people at and about. Isabel wrinkles her nose, scowling darkly. She wraps her arms tightly around her chest, staring into the distance. Is this a word for feeling nostalgic for a place that you can't wait to leave it again? I don't miss this place. I miss the feeling I had when I lived here. No, that's not it. It's close, bud. This place seemed like heaven after the walled city. Like the whole world had unfurled in front of me. And anywhere I turned, there was the promise of a good life. Turned out this place is just as crappy as everywhere else. Everyone was still in it for themselves. It's a great life lesson, I'm serious. At the end of the day, life's a raw deal. You've got yourself and a handful of friends, and that's it. Nothing else. He got some strange ideas about life. Sure, life's a meat grinder, but come on, there's gotta be more life than just surviving. That's what makes you the authority on that. I'm done talking about this anyways. We're looking for the Whampoa Elders. They're going to be in the Whampoa itself. That's a big shop down the street. I've seen pictures. Looks like a yacht. That's the one. Kind of hard to miss. It's been a fixture since the late last century. These days it's just a squat. Shops are family affairs, not corporate ones. Is there anything I should know about them? They're all tech ends, tinkerers, and self-taught geoscientists. Despite the fact that there's no formal education system, everyone here is pretty smart. They apprentice kids to skilled workers so they can learn a trade. Elder Gao taught me decking, and I left after she brain fried trying to crack a Mitsuhama network. Elder Ip taught me to shoot. He should still be here. Come on, let's go see what they have to say for themselves. I mean, we're kind of like money broke, so I really don't think I'm going to be able to shop all that much. Oh wait, it's down here. It's down here. I heard he's not just dead, he's been cut all up. Yeah, this is definitely the one I'm thinking about. Elder NG. How am I supposed to pronounce that? Nig? Nig. This orc woman is festooned with small circuits, trade screens, and speakers. The trade screens display snippets of trade broadcasts from every corner of the world. The tiny speakers play counterpoint with a susurrus of voices speaking Punjabi, Kazakh, and other languages. Her expression is haggard as she fizzes with her fingers as you approach. Welcome to Whampoa, my friend. I am Elder whatever the fuck, and these are Elder Tag and Ip. Yeah, it's Ip, man. She gestures to the elf and human, who each incline their heads respectfully. Thank you so much for answering our request for help. We had no results to run. It's the least I could do. Under Tag's skin glow, glowing tattoos writhe and change shape. Tigers become cranes and move to dragons. That doesn't make sense. We're under threat. One by one, we elders are being hunted by some monster. As you may have noticed when you arrived, there's been another killing just tonight. Imp crosses his solid chrome arms. Holographic readouts dance constantly over their surface, displaying diagnostic information about their status, operating temperature, servo pressure, and a various of other minutiae. The prodigal daughter returned once more. I did not expect to see you back in my lifetime, Isabel. When you disappeared, Elder Yatun was very put out. I'm glad you're still alive. When you chose to walk your own path, I was disappointed, but I still understood why you had to leave. I hope my lessons helped you prosper. You didn't expect to be back either. Works takes you places, though. She shrugs. A moment later, she places her hand on her pistol, her eyes trained on her shoes. I don't cut this around for fun. The lessons kept me alive. Where's Yatunda anyways? I expected her to be here. She's dead. So are Gon and Nakamura. And Tong was killed just tonight. So much blood. You have to stop this from continuing. That's That's what we're here for. We'll stop the killings. Thank you, Isabel. What can you tell me about the murders? They started 2 weeks ago. The first to go was gone, and we found him in his apartment eviscerated. Nice word. Love that word. Eviscerated is solid. He'd been torn apart. His head had been ripped completely off, and most of his skin flayed away. There was so much blood, it took us a week to clean out his apartment. The rest have been the same. Always at night, always dismembered. Each scene is like a nightmare. Every time nobody's seen anything, it's like a ghost. Same thing happened. We sent a guard to keep people out of a shot. He'll let you in. When did he die? Sometime early tonight. He'd locked up his shop, but Ip stopped by to ask him about some skill chip he had. The door was unlocked, and inside, slaughtered. Inside looked like a bad horror sim, just like all the other murders. It had to have happened after sundown because I saw his shop was open while I was on my way to get some noodles for dinner. Why don't you call the police? The HKPF is not welcome here. They've tried to force us out several times before we come hunting for someone to put out a crime on. Before they come hunting for someone to put a crime on. We do a lot of favors for local games and triads, handle their matrix security, fix up their gear, and make sure that they have access to the Hong Kong Shadowlands hub. We're too valuable a research for them to lose, so they protect us when the HKPF or anyone else decides we're an easy target. They handle our physical security, and we make sure to send the message via the Matrix. The last time the HKPF made trouble, we sent an area the assistant chief's dirty laundry all over the net. They got the picture and backed off. Have you made any enemies lately? Not that she can think of, apparently. We keep to ourselves, buy and sell technology. We're not mercenaries or criminals. We're merchants and dackers. Whatever did this, it wasn't human. The violence, savagery, it's a monster, whatever it is. That's all for now. Yeah. I know what it is. This is like the only mission from this game I vividly remember. Porter Lamb at your service. The others told me you'd be coming. Dude, doesn't he just look like a Ray Pember? Like, that is exactly how I imagine old man Ray Pember would look had he not died dealing with light. Like, totally. It was such an odd change they made in the live-action Death Note. Not the new one with Netflix, but the live-action movies that came out. They got killed earlier tonight. Killed, that's rich. Killed is when a BTL head sticks a knife in you for your cred stick, or the cops put 2 in your chest for not kissing up hard enough. This is something else entirely. This is like a slaughtering a fatted calf. Sexy. Let's get in there. Tong's sensory carnival looks like a scene out of a B-grade slasher film. The cloying scent of incense hangs thick and pungent in the air, emanating from the small shrine in the corner of the shop. Unfortunately, it does nothing to color up the reek of death and clotted blood. Despite the ragged remnants of Elder Tong littered on the floor, the rest of the shop appears to be in good order. At least at first glance, nothing is broken, tipped over, otherwise ransacked. You glance at the ceiling and walls. His blood isn't just confined to where he lies. The drying blood is everywhere. He is real and good slaughtered. A ruined mess. They ruined his face, is barely recognizable, and what is left of his body would best be described as savage. All his limbs have been torn off. His clothing has been reduced to rags and tissues. Sweet heaven, the mortician. I haven't seen anything like that since Ani Wong tried to stash some cred sticks in a devil rat's nest. Takes a lot to stir in my stomach. But we sure have a winner today. This is seriously messed up. Fuck. Damn it, fuck. Alright. You're the boss, man. This is going to be unpleasant. There's no fear here, the mortician. No anger either. Just a kind of satisfied feeling. Tong never saw it coming. Whoever did it was professional about it. Which is pretty odd because nobody's professional about eviscerating a body as far as I know. You mean the order was not some kind of animal attack? Spellcasting or conjuring use astral projection to sense the body. The walls are covered in splattered and smeared with blood, which is harder to do a crusty congealed paste. So they painted the blood with his walls. Do I look like a psychologist here? Maybe because they're a freak. Some people have a grand grasp of art. I knew this guy in Guangzhou who used to make music out of a stray radio static and panic button called Crisis Wave. It was awful. Man, that definitely sounds like something that probably exists. A desk safe. His drawers were open to the safe that was built into the side. There's been no tampering, and the green light next to it is unlocked, is blinking. Whoever opened the safe did with a key fob. Inside are several blank cringe sticks, but no sign of anybody on them. Looks like someone looted his stash. Debug the SimSynth. There, I've put the drive warning on suspend. It's in diagnostic mode only now. Maybe we'll learn something, maybe not. Looks like Tom was cooking some BTLs here. I hacked the P controller input cutoffs. The sim chips are usually about 4 to 5. I never liked Tong, but I wasn't because he was a bad guy. I just didn't like any of the elders. I just didn't like any of them. But if I was cooking chicks at Delta 12, maybe he pumped somebody he shouldn't have. Burned somebody. Maybe they flipped their lid and came after him, or a relative did. The metahuman brain can't handle this kind of output. Tong's back is immaculate. The drains are tiny. Whatever killed him didn't exit through here. They didn't come in through that area. Let's go talk to this guy, Zippy. Maybe he saw something. This orc is... Aw, he's a handsome looking fellow. Busily snacking on a steamed bun as you approach. He wipes one of his hands and sticks it out towards you. Hey, strangers, nice to see you. Zippy Toe Tag at your service. How you liking the garden? Nice to meet you too. Listen, I know it's a little foreign, but I will just want to say hello. I'm giving you a hand if I can. And I'd like to stop these killings. We've never met before, but I know exactly why you're here. You're my replacement. Had me autopsy what was left of Elder Gan and Elder Nakamura after they got ripped apart, but I didn't want to go any deeper. So since I don't know you and I can smell a shadow runner a mile away, you've got to be an outsider. They asked to stop these killing. So you have good eyes, a lot of good eyes actually. If you're in the market for replacements, only slightly used, and they come from certified donors, I swear. Man, I killed myself. That was awful. I know, I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but my jokes are all terrible. I'm one of the only trained surgeons around here. Keep web poets healthy, gotta practice down the road. Blind Shen's a pretty good cyberdoc, but he's basically an implant specialist, and that's it. How'd you end up here? Did my residency. Thoughts on the murders. Pretty gruesome business. Gan died from a broken neck. Looks like he had wrenched it around and his arms and legs were cut off, some skin flayed. Nakamura had his throat ripped out by someone with pretty sharp teeth. First I thought it was a big rat, but the teeth marks were all from something like a humanoid jaw. I didn't look at you, Tunde. Yutund? I don't know. From what I saw at a distance, it was the same story. I'd seen it twice already. Damn, I like Tong. The BTL business is unsavory, but the man had to eat, and his regular sims were great. Generally all around nice guy, friendly with everyone, never had anyone mad at him. There is no justice to tell you, let me tell you. They're an eclectic bunch, that's for sure. Where to start? Spiritual leader here, she's the voice of the... Rand Sims, BTL Skin Chips. She did it maybe a month ago. She just up and disappeared. I've never heard of Magpie either. She must have been one of the newer Webpoans. If she was the Decker, she would have replaced Elder Gao. And Gao was older than Quinn. Terracotta Warriors. He can barely get into bed, but still fast as hell in the Matrix. It's a stupid name. It doesn't actually have much to do with the time spent in the community. That has something to do with it, sure, but it's mostly about how skilled you are. Should have called them experts or something. Why would she disappear? Is there any place I should think? You might want to check out her shop. What did they argue about? Magpie and the others never saw an eye. She was contrary for the sake of it. Most of the rest of us had grand visions of what they wanted this neighborhood to become. Magpie just wanted to deck. She was only an elder because they needed someone with her at Matrix shops. It was something over trivial to think Nakamura wanted to expand the pirate trade business into the Matrix, and she absolutely refused. She said something about not using up valuable bandwidth for trivial entertainment bullshit. Anyway, it went from there into this rant about how she wasn't going to let Tag expand his drone business any further because it would get too much megacorp attention. They accused her of blocking them just because she could, which is probably true. Lots of screaming. Everybody needs her matrix skills for the business to run properly. There are other Deckers, me, Say, or Mo Janebi. But she had the infrastructure. If their project didn't interest her, she wouldn't give them the time of day. Sounds like she was crazy. Could you let me into her shop? No, can do. Not because I don't want to, but just because I don't have the key. You'd have to get it from blank. He's taking over the Matrix. I don't know who it was. Who is this? Get the P to Magpie shop. I mean, that is what I want to do, but I don't know who has it because the name was cut off by my damn screen. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. By any chance, was it you? Elder Magpie. Oh, she was a bitch. Why was she so contrary? Do 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 do. Was it one of the elders? Who has the key? I don't know. I wish it would tell me in my notes. Why would we have? Her departure from the one poems isn't because it happened before they began. I'm certain she's just sulking somewhere. No doubt she'll come waltzing back next month, full of attitude that life dared to go on without asking her permission. I'd like to take a look around her shop. Do you have the key? Yes. Listen, you wanted me to find the killer. If I'm going to do that, I have to explore every possibility. Awesome. Sexy. Who's this? Winky. Welcome, man. Finest clothing. Many people don't. There's a mistaken impression that we are only interested in technology in the Matrix, but even that needs clothing, don't they? Show me what you got. Ballistic cloth, last gen lined coat. A tailored suit, eh? I'll buy it. I love the idea of my fucking street samurai girl walking around in a tailored suit. Alright. Thankfully, I poured enough points into charisma to make that happen. So let's go. To the jack point. The jack point. The point where jacking is most likely to happen. Alright. I think we're actually probably going to end it after I investigate this place a little bit. The bin is full of assorted chips, peripherals, and add-on modules for cyberdecks. Search through the bin. Yeah. That's interesting. There's a lot of storage memory, I/O handlers, and active memory in this bin. I'm not seeing any MPCP hardware, response increased chips, or anything relating to the hot shit decking Magpie was supposed to be into. In fact, you can even build a full deck into this without an MPCP. It's just a glorified comlink. Well, if I had to guess, I'd say somebody cleaned her out. MPCP response increase, biofeedback filters, and all that. They're easy to move, expensive, and highly illegal. I guess so, but if she did that, would she complete it? No, it was theft. Alright, so someone stole stuff out of there. The server's case hangs open. Somebody's removed the drive, and I sure wasn't Magpie here. Look. The main drives were disconnected properly, but it looks like she modded the server to have a backup drive with its own battery-based power supply. If it was Magpie, she'd have taken that too. Crap, this is a Fuji XB1000. It looks like the battery power ran out a while ago. Constant write drives. They're dirt cheap and have a ton of capacity, but if they run out of power, they lose their data. We're not going to be able to get anything off of that. Well, that sucks. Most people will be associated with rats and ass hoarders. Hey, awesome. I didn't think anybody but me like Honest Wags noodles. Flavor like you've never tasted in a package of instant noodles, I promised. See, this one's cheese, curry, broccoli. Gee, who could pass up the delicious taste of cheese, curry, and freeze-dried vegetables? I know, right? People out there have no idea what kind of culinary delights they're missing. You digitally root around the desk, doing your best to avoid the more disgusting piles and spills. Is it easy? While searching one of the bottom drawers, however, a low-quality tin lunchbox catches your eye. Someone has pried the latch off, leaving a ragged hole where the lock should be. Spare stockroom keys. The doors in the rear of Yang's restaurant. Do not lose them. A stockroom, huh? So who broke the lockbox to get the keys out? Alright, so someone in a hurry. Maybe she didn't take a chair at all with the amount of blood. I'm guessing someone killed her quietly, then drained her body in the bathtub and make the cleaner to relocate. I think there's a lot more going on with these murders than what we were initially told. Firstly, they don't even mention Magpie to us. Now it looks like she's been killed. Something's not right here. Let's not mention this to the elders. If they're hiding anything, they start cleaning up their tracks better. Alright, so the mystery abounds. Someone did something. It looks like someone was drained. We will look up to where that storehouse key is, and we'll deal with that next time as we continue the run next week. I hope you all have a great weekend, and as always, please share the video if you are enjoying yourself, and have yourself a great day.